Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, wandering through the woods again, still in lockdown, but today we're off to the marshes to see if we can find something nice to take a shot of and or some wildlife. And we'll see. Okay, so I think I've got something. I have this nice tree, this an old oak here that is very mossy, very sort of craggy and gnarly. It makes quite a nice shot. I've got my angle at the moment is to have the tree over to the side and then get all these branches in. The problem is that regardless of where I stand, if you can see this through the sun, I'm standing on this rock, but directly behind the rock is well, impenetrable brambles. So we'll do the best. We set this at f8 ISO 100. We've got a 1/50 for the shutter speed, and we'll take that. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure whether I even like this now now that I look at it. The light was too harsh, the tree branches didn't go where I wanted them to. Ultimately, I guess it's a picture, but I think there are quite a few lessons to be learned there. Something to work on next time I decide to take a picture of a tree. One surprise I had during this trip was just quite how tame the robins are in this marshland. This little guy here pretty much flew right up to me and followed me around for the best part of an hour. Very inquisitive. I'm not entirely sure if he was just nosy or if he was after some food, but it did mean I got some quite nice shots, and you should be able to see those now. Okay, let's get this final shot in. It's a bit of a jump down, and I'll let you see what I've got on my picture on my camera. There's a beautiful island here with a couple of silver birch trees, what looks like an old oak, and then an island that almost looks like it's got an old, what would you call it? It's like an old craggy rock with a tree sticking out of it with lovely golden leaves. I'm not sure about the separation of the background, but we'll see. If you want to have a look at this. That's my view currently. It's a bit boggy down here, so I can't go very far. But, actually, this might be all right. You can see nice island, row of trees behind it, and the little island on the left there, over here, is quite pleasant. Right. We're going to go for 35mm f13 ISO 100, which gives us a quarter of a second. And I'll take this shot now. I think we might want to try, I'm going to see if we can try maybe taking one that specifically focuses on that smaller, closer island. Right, let's move over. So I think the problem here is that I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I'm not actually getting enough separation from the background. Now I'll take this, but I think I might also take, in landscape, the island next to it, just over here. Hopefully that will give me more of a more interesting result. But I'll take that now. And I think what we'll do is we'll bracket it against a few stops down on the exposure correction. And then, if that's a half decent picture, I'll leave it here. And I may, if I decide to take the other picture, leave you with another picture of the other island shortly. So this was the only picture out of the two that I took that I actually really quite liked. I've edited this in a way to give it more of a golden color and to give us more of the sky. It didn't quite come out perfectly, so this required quite a lot of editing to get it to come out how it did come out. But I quite like it anyway, so I feel like I should show it here. But other than that, that is it for me this time. I'll see where I get to go this week, but unfortunately, after all the changes, we're still in Tier 3, so I won't be going very far for the foreseeable future. So hopefully I'll see you next week.